Welcome back to new content day, guys. We have a new side quest. Let's figure it out. First things first, when you beat Juggernaut, there's going to be objectives, and if you beat X23 or use X23 in Arena, you'll get objectives that will give you Mysterium. Before you do anything, make sure you go into your Trader's Outpost. The store is refreshed, same items. There's also these magnetron crystals. Pick those up because that is the first step on your way to potentially getting a 7-star Captain Marvel movie. We'll talk about that in a second, but in order to get your entry tickets into the side quest, you fight using Captain Marvel, Deadpool, Wolverine, or any Clarity or like the new Saga Champions, House of Mirror or Clarity, and you can get 4 tickets for this week, and then the objectives start to go on a timer. So there are 20 in total, and you can claim the first 4. So if we go ahead and we pick up those first 4, just make sure you're always checking your Mysterium, that you don't go over 50,000. If you go over 50,000, you're wasting it. So go buy some items or take your time on it. The next thing, so if you want to see this Captain Marvel, is Magnetron Crystals. You're going to get 104, and you need 100 in order to get the 7-star. So look out for those in all sorts of quests over sagas over the next like 3 months. You're going to be looking for there's going to be a new double track that's going to come out. So in the free one, there'll be lots of crystals. Pick them up as many times as you can. Whenever you see them, there are also going to be objectives that are going to be done daily, like every 2 days. And when you see those, just make sure that you do those objectives every 2 days. They do not stack. If it says a new objective is going to pop up, you got to finish before that expires. Now let's jump into the side quest. You want to go into the highest level that you can, and the completion rewards, you can repeat this every single time. So that 250, 100 7-star Titan shards, some Mysterium, and the new Arcade Classics Crystal Shards, those you are going to get every single time you complete it. And when you go in, you have it's not 2 paths, you have 2 rewards to choose from each section. So if you want the 150 7-star shards plus another 75 7-star shards, you can pick those up if you want, and then you can decide if you want 6-star relic shards or if you want some 5% or 2% tier 6 class catalyst crystals. So let's say I decide, and then there are trap nodes for the boss. If you're an endgame player, it's not that bad. I actually went to test out what to do on this side quest on one of my like alt accounts that I don't use here, and I was able to do it at relatively low level 6 stars, and I was able to get through it just to test it out. I'm going to fast forward through the fights. They are not that bad. Just make sure you take a look at the nodes. Some of them have it where like I think this one, if you knock down with a heavy, then you have to be able to throw a special or you're going to take burst damage. They're really not that bad. It's more that whichever fight you don't take, it's going to put the trap it's going to put the traps on the Juggernaut fight at the end, and that's what you need for the objective, is to beat Juggernaut. So what I would do is you're not trying to spread out your rewards over different threat levels. You want to go to the highest threat level you have and do that one 4 times, and you don't have, there's no exploration rewards. It is just completion every single time. So I'm going to let the rest of these fights along the path. They are going to, you can watch those if you'd like, and then we will run through the boss with this particular setup. It is going to change depending on the rewards you choose, and I'll see you at the boss. All right, we're at the Juggernaut boss for this week. Because of the path that I took, there's Power Shield, Roll the Punches, Special Interference. So I've got Down and Out, Pass the Buck, and Footloose. So if I throw a heavy attack, I'm going to have to throw a special. Pass the Buck, I'm going to be getting Power Stings on me. And Footloose, when he throws a special, he's going to get that Unstoppable and Evade timer. I'm going to go with my beefy America Chavez here. Again, use whoever you want. I know I used like a 6-star rank 3 Unduped Doom, and it worked really well on my alt account there. Again, I know that's a good champion, but really anyone can get through it, but you just have to know what's going on here. So I get a Power Sting on me. There I'm able to transfer it over. Then I throw a special. You can see with Chavez why I didn't finish my heavy attack, because if I finish my heavy attack, I trigger that thing that says I have to use a special, and I have to be careful because if I have to use a special, I'm getting Power Stings on me. I have to transfer those over or else I'm going to take some direct damage. So I think I end up getting pushed to a special 3. I'm trying to go for the intercept there and I don't get it, so I end up going to special 3. You can just wait out that Power Sting until it disappears, then you can throw your special, which is what I'm going to do here. I'm just going to wait out until all the timers are gone, and then I can go ahead and start a heavy attack, and then I do a relic, then start another heavy attack, and then I throw my special, and because of Power Shield, there you go, he's half down right there. So I'm just going to end up waiting out the timers again, try and get little cheeky intercepts in order to like sneak one in there and transfer over the Power Sting onto Juggernaut before launching a special, and I think I get that with a special 2 here. You can see again what I did is I started my heavy attack and then canceled with a striker so that I don't actually trigger the full heavy attack node that's going to make me have to throw a special. So here again I am going to go ahead and cancel into a special as to not trigger the node itself. I think I just wait out here now. Wait until the Footloose nodes are gone, and then I'm going to go ahead, throw one hit in, little dash back intercept into a special 2, and that's going to finish the fight here. So I can do that 4 more times. And then you can see here, you also get a the first hint to the murder box. We'll talk about that in a second. You also get one from the objectives. But here you can see these rewards, I can do these 20 times. So I can do 20 times the 475 7-star shards, the 100 Titan shards, and the 400 Cav shards. So you can go ahead and do that over and over and over again, and just again keep checking on your Mysterium so you don't go over. You also get a murder box hint from the using X23 in Arena. If you go into your inventory, you'll see that the murder box is there, and it's similar to the quest thing we had maybe last year, where you're going to get hints, we're going to get a code, we'll be able to open the box and get a reward in there at some point. I'm sure, guys, once I know it, I will post it. But for now, we're just getting the hints. That's everything for the side quest for week 1. I hope that helps. See you next week. Have a great one, guys. Bye-bye.